think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? What's popping? Listen, happy Memorial Day, everybody. What's going on? It's your girl BondyBlue, and I'm back. I'm back for another Ratchet reality, dear. Yes, I am. We are going to get into a few things today, honey. First of all, we're going to get into committed or quit it. It's commit or quit, but I like saying committed or quit it, okay? And then we're going to get into marriage boot camp, which was, oh my God, did y'all see what happened with Boo and Emmett? Child, we're going to get into it. Hold up. Okay. And there was no Real Housewives of Atlanta this week. So right after this live, girl, we're going to get into Weekends on OWN. We're going to get into Weekends on OWN. We're going to talk about Love and Marriage DC, put a ring on it. And of course, I'm going to give y'all a few little tidbits about Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we're going to talk about the drama. And maybe I'll take some calls at the end of the next video about all of the drama that took place this weekend with the people from Love and Marriage Huntsville, child. And also the fact that I was on the show. Of course, we're going to talk about the fact that I was on the show. Okay? So y'all make sure that you catch that video as well. All right? All right, y'all. Hi. Oh, thank you, love. Listen, girl, when I get up in the morning, it does not look like that. It be looking like, girl, go spray some conditioner on your hair and you know, jump to it. Girl, you know, I'm still waiting for my curl pattern to reset from the new color. It's just so it be like spiky and shit. I'm not feeling it. Grand Rising still for the West Coast. Listen, wishing I was over there with y'all, okay? It's giving partly cloudy. It's giving we don't know whether we want to be sunny or gloomy today. It's supposed to be straight sunny, but I don't know. It's not bright enough outside for me. Either way, hey everybody, listen. No, I am not. Listen, I told y'all last night or yesterday that I would be a friend to the show, girl. I can't come on the show because I can't have y'all in my business like that, but I'll be a friend to that bitch, okay? Girl, I will be a friend to the show. Y'all know Cynthia Bailey was like, no, okay? I would be a friend to the show, but that's it. All right, so let's go ahead. First of all, y'all, I'm sorry. Let me get this. I'm always forgetting to get the next couple. I'm always forgetting to get the next couple. Hold up, y'all. Let me see. Where is the last episode of Commit or Quit? Are y'all watching Commit or Quit? What are you guys thinking? How are you guys feeling about the show? I like the show. Thank you for the super chat, Nicole. Bondy, seriously, let's get married. Oh, girl, if I wasn't already. Thank you for the super chat, boo. Listen, if I wasn't already. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I could get this right quick, right fast before we get into it. But I appreciate you though. Lyric will be okay. I don't understand why everybody think they can just like, come in and push my husband out the way. Like, no. Oh, you're upsetting me and my homegirls. Like, I don't know why everybody thinks that. Like, child, listen, I'll be the first one to tell y'all. Currently, I have no reason to go anywhere. I have no reason to go anywhere. I you know, I like my husband, but if you like us both, that's a different conversation. But everybody always, you gotta, I don't know what y'all think's going on. Um, but that's besides the point. Y'all, I'm talking because I'm about to take this picture. Hold up. I have to get this picture of the little interracial abusive couple. Hold up. And then we can go ahead and get into the notes. Girl, I had to rewatch Love and Marriage Huntsville. Just a few key moments because I was so excited that I was on the fucking episode that it was hard for me to retain what was actually taking place. That's why we did a watch along instead of me reviewing the shit. But I do have my thoughts when we get into that video, but I had to watch that. That's why I was a little late, y'all. Hold up. Let me get the interracial couple. Let's get them. Okay, where's their little montage that's put together? Where is it at? I see a submission tape, but where's it? There it is. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. All right, we got it. We got it, and we're good. All right, we're back. I don't watch Commit or Quit. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about the second couple. Ciao. They were a mess. Shoot your shot, girl. Listen, I cannot watch y'all. Don't talk like that in public. We talk like what? What did I say? What did I say? Don't talk like what? What did I say? Child, I don't know why people think they can tell me what to say. Y'all need to know better than that by now. Okay. If you don't know me by now, baby, you will never, ever, ever know me. I'm gonna tell y'all like Martell tell y'all. Ooh, 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 yeah. If you don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm coming. I promise. I just want to make sure I have this picture before we get into it. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I have my graphic. I have my graphic ready. It's not going to be what I wanted it to be, but that's okay. Backward. Okay. Let me cut that a bit. Wow. Yeah, that works. Okay. I hope everybody is having a really good Memorial Day weekend. I don't know what I'm going to get into today. That's why I wanted to get my videos done early because I have to get done the workout because I'm late finishing the challenge. Did I not do a transparent background? Shit. Hold up, y'all. Lyric, do you have on clothes?
You recording?
Yeah, I'm probably live and you're like walking in here assed out and stuff. Like I thought you knew I was going live. Like I'm doing something, but like I'm live. I'm sitting here talking to people. You walk in here in your underwear. I mean, you know what this is. I came up here, you heard the music. Now he's showing everybody is good. I don't even know. I feel like he did it on purpose. I feel like he did it on purpose. All right. Lyric earned my life. Not in the boxers. Not about to really be there. Listen, y'all gonna leave him alone. He didn't know y'all because he couldn't see me. the screen, what I could, y'all can see me wasn't up. I'm glad I had a picture up, child. They probably would have saw more than what they were supposed to see. I have to go, Tony. I know. I'm sorry, love. This week has been crazy as far as like trying to get other things done besides get-togethers and shit. Do you have on clothes now, Larry? Please, Jesus Christ. You think I want everybody to see your junk? Okay, well, I hope so. Okay, white cup. Okay, all right. So we're that's the inspiration cup. Where are you gonna put a actually? When are you going to review? Put a ring on it. I want you to go to my page so you can see the schedule that's been put up. Since you know that's not what's in the title of this video. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Happy Memorial Day, people. Huh? No, I'm sure this is going to be very fragrant. This right here. Just give it a minute. Can you hit that once on the low? One time on the low. All right, you guys. So Brian and Ayanna. So first of all, the judge had to go ahead and give the girl Ayanna a hug, okay? Because she's been going through a lot. All right. First of all, y'all know she's lost many, many family members. Okay. She lost a brother, a stepbrother, a sister, all in a matter of like 7 months, I think she said, which is fucking crazy. And so she's going through trauma on top of the fact that she got her a yard man for a yard man, got a yard man for an old man, for a husband. Okay. Now, we were wondering, Brian, are you going to be like the last guy? Are we going to have to send you on your way the way we did Andre? Are we going to have to bid you adieu? Shout out to London. Because she was in my Instagram live on my birthday, I think. And she was saying that she really appreciated my video. So I wanted to say, hey, London, girl, thanks for the love. But yeah, Judge hugs her and tells her that she doesn't need to be chipper while she's going through hell, which I appreciated. I really do. Because I feel like this sense of black, hey, Lizzie, hey, girl. Listen, all right. Feeling the energy. Love it. But yeah, I was hoping that Brian wasn't going to be like Andre because I was getting those vibes like, oh, you just want to be here so you can take advantage of somebody. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. So, every time he says something, he like, I'm a Jamaican man and we don't do this. And I'm a Jamaican man and we don't do that. And then I was like, so wait, is she of Jamaican descent as well? Like grew up in America, but people was from Jamaica? Because he was talking that shit like she was a foreigner. And then when we met her dad, he had an accent and they was saying Jamaican family, like everybody was Jamaican. And he looked daddy like he was a taxi driver. That's why I was like, are they Jamaican as well? Either way, it just was kind of like, why are you talking that shit to this lady? Like she don't, first of all, I feel like Jamaican men must think that American men don't have their same idiosyncrasies. They do. They do. They can be just as misogynistic, homophobic, and ignorant as some of you Jamaican men. I don't know why y'all think y'all are in this boat by yourselves. Like, no, y'all are not. There are a whole bunch of African-American men here in America that have women and they do whatever the hell they want to do. They disrespect who they want to disrespect. And one thing I noticed about Jamaican men, and I don't think it's just Jamaican men, but I read this in a recent book that it was a true story. It was based on a true story. The author is Jamaican and her family is from Jamaica. So there were some parts of it that matched her story. But outside of that, I had just read a book. I forgot the name of it already, y'all. I be audio booking my life away. So basically, what I surmised, men who live in other places, who have family in other places, specifically, I'm gonna just say Jamaican men right now, because there's other men in other places that are like this as well. Huh? Family de Chantel, the Dominican Republic men, yeah. Y'all like to send money back and send things back to the families that y'all have in these poor countries. And I understand that and I respect it. But there's a part of me that feels like y'all neglect the families that y'all build in these other countries and then send money back so you can be a hero in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Like that reminded me of the book. Because basically, in the book, this girl was like, her Jamaican father was never really there for her, never really there for the mom like that. It was obvious that he was, cheating and then, doing whatever he was doing, having outside kids, all of that shit. All right. But the people that lived in Jamaica in the country thought he was the best thing since sliced bread. All because he would send money back. All because he made sure that he, took care of them financially because they needed so much. And I was just kind of like, it's easy to send money to people that you don't have to interact with all the time so you can be a hero. It's hard to be there on a daily basis for the people who help you make the money. So when I saw that Brian was doing that, I was kind of like, people are quick to look at men who do that like they're good guys. Not me. Because good goddamn well, $50, $100 ain't shit once you in America working. That ain't shit. It ain't nothing to send them people that little money. It's hard to be there for your real family. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to support this woman and be there for her and help her get the help that she needs and really lead. It's hard for you to do that. But it's easy to send a few $50, $100. You know why? Because a lot of these men feel like they may have to go back to Jamaica eventually. And if they have to go back to Jamaica, at least when they go back, they can go back as a hero. And they can go back with the people that know them, loving them, and feeling like they the shit because they were sending money when they was in America. That's what I feel like is a part of this. It's this need to look like you're a really good guy. But the truth of the matter is, if you can't give all of that love and consideration to the woman that you laying up with, what is it really doing besides just helping create a facade so you can feel better about your inadequacies? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I picked up off of Brian. But to continue on, he thinks that she's trying to control him, but she feels like she's just trying to be clear. If you go out there and have a baby on me, I'm going to leave you. So please don't think this is the 1970s or 60s and I'm going to stay like our aunties and them did. Our grandmothers and them did. Women these days will leave you and your ignorant baby mama to take care of you and your child that y'all are going to neglect. Okay, I ain't going to say no names, but I ain't going to say no names, but I'm just saying I could think of some women that would have probably happily, low-key slid their baby over to a better life. Okay, listen. But that lady was like, no, I don't want no parts of your child. I don't want no parts of your child. I don't want no parts of your outside children. Go home and get the fuck up out my face and go be with the girl you created the outside children with. But they don't want to do that. Okay? Some Jamaicans are generous as fuck. My friend always sends American quality clothes out there and they support him in return. Hey, it's listen. That's a business. I don't know why you're making it sound like that. It's so generous. He sends them stuff and they support him in return. What does that sound like? Quid pro quo? Okay. Listen, I understand what you mean, but I'm not saying people don't have good intentions. But what I am saying is people like to project some shit. Okay. Are you doing that for the people that are closest to you? Or are you only doing that so you can be a hero? Because everybody forgets that men really like to feel like they're a hero to somebody. But right. But something for something is usually not, oh, I don't need anything in return the way it looks. Okay. But anyway, in a confessional, she says being in love with Brian is like a breath of fresh air. He is patient with her. He loves her through all that she is and was. They also talk about this baby situation. She has fibroids. She can't have healthy pregnancies. He's actually thinking about getting an outside woman pregnant and bringing the baby home. They aren't intimate at this point in the relationship because she feels like he's been drifting away from her, like she doesn't matter as much as she used to. She thinks he may be doing something. I think he's doing something. I think he lied. Look at Safari. Okay. It was all about the image, right? It's all about what it looks like. It's not about what it really is. I want to remind y'all that a lot of people are like that. It doesn't matter what it really is. It's about what it looks like. Okay. And I'm about what it really is. Fuck all that what it look like shit. That's why, I think sometimes on the outside looking in, people don't know how deep shit really be. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't need to. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Judge talks to Brian and he admits that he sends money to his ex-girlfriends. That's what I'm talking about. And you ain't just sending it to family, nigga. You sending it to your ex-girlfriends specifically. And saying that his wife won't miss the money. So that's why he, and it almost made me feel like you are taking from her to give to those women. And yeah, she won't miss it. But the fact that you're doing it in that way just seems real fucked up to her, to me. And in that way, it makes me feel that you're putting other people's feelings before her in that way. And that's hurtful when somebody is already going through a lot, already struggling to build a business back up, dealing with debts. You can emotionally detach from me, but you can have enough care for other people to send them our fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think if he had secret children, he would be with the mothers, or he would have brought those children to America. I don't think it's that. I think if they were his kids, he would want them to have been with him because he wants that. And he's like in his 30s. He's 36. So if he had children, I don't think it would be as simple as, because the having the children thing wouldn't be an issue. He would just bring the children he already got into their house. If the nigga thinking about bringing children that he would make while y'all are married, oh, he definitely would have just brought in kids that he had from other women, especially if he had to send those women $50 to $100 ever so often. Bitch, just send me the baby. Okay, come on. You find you another nigga to take care of you. Send me the baby. I'm telling you, he probably would have felt like that. Anyway, y'all, moving on from there. He says that he isn't cheating, but he flirts. And he doesn't wear his ring all the time. Wearing the ring will kind of soothe Ayanna, but he said, I just forget. You don't just forget. And that's another thing. Why are you so careless about her emotions? That's another thing that's bothersome. If you're going to be out here doing whatever you're doing, can you at least not make it hurt your wife? Like, put your ring on. Like, the fuck? Hoes don't care. I don't know why y'all be out here taking rings off like hoes care. Hoes don't care. Hoes gonna fuck you anyway. Hoes see a ring on your finger and view that as a competition. Oh, wait a minute. I see a nigga with a ring. Okay, like he always be out there looking for your old man because they feel like if one woman married him, he must be worth marrying. That's how they think. Okay, that's why the girls don't put a ring on to be so thirsty for it. Okay, because if your woman won't marry you, you must be a catch. Okay, I don't like that. Please wear your ring. Hoes don't care like mine. They don't. Hoes don't care. Hey, Jay Lee. Hoes don't care. Girl, you've been hitting it this weekend. I was just like, I'm going to let y'all have it because I don't even care that much. Girl, I've been drinking this whole weekend. I ain't even care that much. When I tell y'all Jay Lee and Jamie was motherfucking on it this weekend, he thinks having a baby on Ayanna will happen if he doesn't see her trying hard enough to make a baby happen. I didn't like that shit either. Judge tells him that that's stupid because having a baby mama is one of the most difficult relationships in the world. And I need for you to understand that your baby mama is not going to be in Jamaica. Your baby mama going to be here. And American baby mamas are a different type of baby mama. I know y'all think y'all bitches is ignorant, but see, y'all still get to I feel like Jamaica period doesn't have the same type of confines, meaning the police probably don't get called on y'all as much as they get called on people here. So I think men probably get away with putting their hands on their women in Jamaica a little bit more than men get away with putting their hands on their women in America because we have a white police system. Which is why, y'all black men, y'all had to put in our minds as black women that we needed to protect y'all while y'all was beating on us. So don't call the police. Look what they trying to do. Look what they do to us in the 60s. Look at what they do. You can't call them when I'm hitting you. These niggas is crazy. Anyway, I'm just saying, babe, that was definitely some shit. I feel like, all you niggas was talking about when y'all was doing y'all civil rights meetings. Y'all was also thinking about how to quarantine off y'all women from white men. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to feel like niggas was absolutely manipulating a lot of these things that we as black women do to protect them. I'm starting to feel like somebody sat down, wrote it down, and they've just been passing it down and not telling us ever since. Okay. It's a byproduct, but I feel like it happens. They also have different values from American women. Ray Bay, what you mean by that? Explain that to me. I'm curious. Judge asked him, what if Ayanna does try and still doesn't get pregnant? He feels like Ayanna is his soulmate. So maybe if it doesn't happen, then it's just God's will. And I would appreciate that thought before you go impregnate some ignorant bitch. Thank you. The fact that he felt like Ayanna is his soulmate, like that comforted me. Because in her confessional, she was talking about him in that same way. And I wanted to hear, it was your birthday and your loving Mary Chunsville premiere. You were celebrating. I was. Yeah, I know. I have definitely been extremely humbled by this experience. Watching other YouTubers' videos and hearing them bucked up for me, and everybody, telling me how much they were screaming, when they saw me. It was definitely a vibe. But we'll talk about it in the next video. But yes, so Judge asked if he can recommit and be honest about everything he's been doing. And Judge talks to Brian's homeboy, and he keeps secrets for him. Says they don't party aggressive. Okay, and I guess that means y'all don't go party snatching pussy. Okay, I guess that's what that means. The police are crooked as fuck out there. I would believe so. They also have different values from American women. Right. Let's see how I can try harder to get pregnant around these fibroids. Like that's seems abusive to me. Seems abusive to me. You know why it's abusive? Because it feels like try to get pregnant even if it kills you. That's abusive. That's abusive. Reminded me to go watch. The only reason I was watching this season, that's insensitive of him to say try harder. Damn, all that money he's sending that could be used for a surrogate. You know what else makes me aggravated is that he was like, Jamaican men don't adopt. I was like, yeah, y'all don't adopt because everybody just raises somebody else's kids. Y'all don't have to legally adopt anybody because y'all just take people kids. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they ain't raising them. The auntie, the grandma, somebody gonna get them. Everybody in America is not set up like that. America is not set up for families to have that type of connection over long periods of time, especially Black families. Okay. So a lot of times people die, people go to jail, people be on drugs. Like it's a different situation, not a Cora, child, no. It's a different situation. They don't publicize things far as drama. Okay, so you feel like they'll just kind of want to keep their shit on a low. Right, because it's all about how it looks. Even though we know it's some nasty shit underneath. Child. they could just adopt. It doesn't matter what they do in Jamaica. You're not in Jamaica. Get over it. The homeboy says Ayanna should humble herself and walk with Brian. I don't like that neither. What does she need to humble herself for? I don't like that. That language is so problematic to me. He feels like their problems are trivial, so they should be able to get over them. Judge knew that the homeboy wasn't going to give any good information once he wouldn't even admit things that Brian admitted. And that's why I said I feel like whenever Judge feels like she can't get through to a man, she doesn't waste her breath. But see, I think the thing that people like to see is people like to see both parties being held accountable. But sometimes it just seems like, why? They're not going to change. Might as well just let the TV make them look a fool, which I think kind of does the trick. Judge probably felt like if anybody talks about this show, if anybody's on Twitter talking about this show, they'll point out how these men ain't shit. So I don't need to put myself in harm's way to do it every time. That's why Ayanna not on TV right now, because Ayanna was getting y'all asses together so tough that y'all was out here threatening her. Judge spends time with Ayanna's father, who thinks that she should give a little. Another conversation where the men are telling the women to acquiesce. Woman, just give up. Just stop fighting. Let it happen. That's what all of this sounds like to me. I mean, I know Ayanna is stressed and going through a lot, and that's why I feel like the advice shouldn't just be she needs to give more, she needs to, be humble. No, she needs to get help, and he needs to support her in getting the help instead of making more of a problem for her in life. Like, where's the consideration? Like, I abuse, girl. We know you didn't abuse Andre's big ass. Okay, fuck out of here. I can't stand you niggas just stand there. I'ma just stand here and let you do it, and then I'm gonna cry about it later and say she was beating me up. Like, really? Go to hell. Anyway, girl, don't even get me started about Andre. You know he made me mad. So they do an exercise telling each other what they need from the other while holding hands. Later, when they discuss him sending money, they had an argument, but he admitted to what he was doing. Okay, so that was him telling the truth for once. Now he will talk to her Yeah, no, he told her about that. They talk about a baby. Oh no, they went to a baby store so that judge could force them to have a conversation, and that's when we talked about the adoption situation. But he also says he doesn't want to risk her leaving him. And to me, I feel like the option of them really not being able to continue on in the relationship is what made him like wake up a little bit. I think some people can be helped for real. And I think Brian must have had a heart for Ayanna, meaning that he really loved her, like, and cared about her. Whereas I feel like I've watched her be in pain and I don't want to be without her. And I realize now that somebody else is telling me she just needs some help. You know, he probably was taking the shit that she was doing personal and knowing that she was in pain, but not knowing what to do. So I'm just gonna just detach and kind of be passive aggressive and go do little shit to get back at her for how she treating me. But I can't really go at her because I know that she just in pain. So I feel like Judge helped him understand what he was feeling and how he could help her. And I think that fix their issue in a way. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna have to work on it. He's gonna have to not be a hoe. She's gonna have to go and get some therapy so she can stop beating up on him about things that's not his fault, that are out of both of their control. You know, she's just gonna have to deal with the trauma of losing so many people at one time. That's just tough. And the business, but you're gonna lose people in life. So you have to figure out how to move on from there. You're gonna have to figure out how to persevere because you're gonna lose people. And I tell y'all that all the time. That's why y'all have to, people don't want to talk about death. Y'all don't want to think about death, but it is a reality of life. And being scared of it is not going to put you in a better position because it's going to happen anyway. If it's inevitability, you need to put it in your mind that it's going to happen. People who don't want to talk about wills or they don't want to get insurance and oh, I don't want to talk about that. Why? Your ass gonna die anyway. Your ass gonna die anyway. What you think you doing by not talking about it, not thinking about it, running from it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I literally had a conversation with my mom the other day where I told her, ma'am, when you die, I'm really gonna need for you to find a way to come to me. I said, grandma don't come to me like that. My grandmother has never come to me like that. My dad comes to me all the time just to say, hey, he just be in my dreams chilling sometimes. And then my grandfather used to just come to me all the time as a child to the point where I just remember him more so in my dreams than I did with him being alive because I was like 6 when he died. But he would come to me in my dreams after. Which is how I knew my dad was gonna die. Y'all, it's a whole situation. That's why I don't run from death. I don't fear death. I honestly feel like death is not the end. And y'all be hearing this all the time, and y'all think it's cliches, but it's truths that people ignore because they don't want to deal with it. Yeah, it's painful. It's painful. But when you realize that people are not, when you realize that people are not really gone from you when they pass away in this life, there is such a strength in realizing that you still have access to them. If they loved you, if you love them in life, then they're not gone from you in death, and you can still access them in one way or another. It is important to know that because then you can stop looking at death like the end, because it is not. Now, I'm not saying in life we need to be rushing towards it or anything. Okay, be very clear. Live this life as long as you possibly can. Live it to the best of your capabilities. But people die and they are not gone from you because they're not in this physical world anymore. And as soon as you really believe that and hold that close to your chest, I promise you, it is way easier to deal with people passing over. Yes. Hmm? Yes. Okay. That's another thing. Reincarnated into another life as a way they may not visit. Yes. That's very true. I feel like I was reincarnated into this life. Right. Their spirit is not gone. Y'all know, I mean, it's a law of physics that energy can never be destroyed. So I want people to hold on to that because I feel like if they understand it, they can just understand that you're gonna feel it's gonna be hard at times to deal with. It's gonna be painful at times when you miss the physical connection with the person. But ultimately, that person is not gone from you in the ways that really, really matter. You know what I'm saying? And if you can do that, then you can keep from going through this type of pain when you lose people. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying it, y'all, because I feel like that is the biggest issue that they have, is that Ayanna is going through an intense amount of grief. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to deal with. But if you have a better understanding and a healthier mindset about what death is, then, you know, you can deal a lot better. Yeah, death scares a lot of people, even though you know it's inevitable. It doesn't mean that you're still not scared of it. Well, we're scared of everything. Like, so what? You see what I'm saying? Don't fear what you don't know, and don't fear what you can't control. You know what I'm saying? Um, and grief is not a joke. And that's why it's important to not live in fear of death. I'm scared of how I might die. Of course. I'm scared of the unknown. But the unknown is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? The unknown is next week. You can't live your life being scared of something you know is going to happen. You have to learn how to relinquish that fear. You just have to, in my opinion. But yes. So the exercise, they did an exercise holding hands and telling each other what they needed, which was really powerful because they both needed that physical touch. And to see the way he was tuned into her, like physically, y'all, I pay a lot of attention to body language, and the way he was holding her hands, the way his body was like open to her, made me feel like whatever Judge was doing was really like resonating for him, which I appreciated. And that's why I said he had a heart for Ayanna, because some men really be in relationships with women and do not have a heart for them. Like, don't feel for them. Don't feel hurt when they cry or they're in pain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are men who are really with women and have no connection to them emotionally, like to where you feel for them when they're going through something, or you don't want them to go through something because you know what that would feel like. It's called emotional intelligence. Some people just don't know how to communicate it, but they can feel it. And I think Brian has the ability to feel it. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel like the way he was talking about his love for her wasn't a manipulation. Like, sometimes it can come off with men when they say things like, you know, she's my soulmate. You know, it's like, is she? Or are you saying that to make it easier to manipulate her? But there was something about the physicality between them at the end that made me feel like something was changing in the dynamic. Hold up, y'all. All right. Sorry, y'all. So yes. At the end, Ayanna's father cries because he wants her to be happy, because he feels like he's about to die soon, and he wants her to be happy before he goes. And see, that's another thing. If she doesn't learn how to deal with death, if she doesn't learn how to deal with it, like, that's another person that's gonna be gone soon. So she needs to heal and learn how to deal with it now, because it's not gonna stop. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit back and let life happen to you. You know what I mean? And especially not when you know something is going to happen. It's the only thing you know for sure, you know? So they had to write a letter about their future, the future that they saw together, you know. And Brian basically wrote about fulfilling all of his promises to Ayanna. And Ayanna's letter was honestly more about herself, and it needed to be. But she said she saw herself with 2 kids, smiling more, crying less. That made me happy. Smiling more, crying less. I like that. Judge says they should recommit because they both love each other deep down in their souls. They switched up how they talk to each other because that's what they needed, and not just because the judge said so. And I felt that. And I really did feel that in watching them. And I think Judge felt that too. So I'm happy for them. This was a situation where you definitely wanted the couple to, figure it out. Okay, now this couple, girl, it's not the same. This is Antoine and Kaisha. Hey, Kaisha, girl, we need you to explain this name. We do. We need you to explain it. We need to understand it. We don't know white women named Kaisha. Can somebody explain it to me in the comments, in the chat? In the chat, can somebody tell me? Girl, what's happening? What's happening? It's giving Kaylin. It's giving Kaylee. Caitlin. Kylie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where Kaisha came from. Legal name change? Girl, I wanted to make sense. I wanted to make, and then she was like, my daddy taught me to be independent. Girl, who was your daddy? Or is this one of those situations where you probably are black, but it's so minute that we can't tell? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I needed to make sense. Stepdaddy, it has to be. I needed to make sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay? It doesn't make sense. I need somebody to explain it to me, but let's get into the stats. Okay? They've been together for 7 years. She wants to get married. He thinks that she was spoon-fed and she doesn't understand how hard it is for a black man. First of all, black men, this is what we about to start telling y'all. We don't give a fuck how hard it is for you. It's 2022. And do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means beyond somebody doing you like Ahmaud Arbery, please get the fuck out of our face. Because everything you deal with racism in workplaces, everything you deal with microaggressions from white people, black women deal with it. You're not the only one. Now, yes, your white woman here, Kaisha, may not understand, but you chose her. So if you wanted to be with someone who understood your struggle, maybe Kaisha should have been black. That's maybe an option. I don't know. But that's why I feel like it's bullshit. That's why I feel like it's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You know why else is bullshit? Because later on, he's going to tell us how well he does for himself and how they both make good money and they both have their shit together. So I need to understand where you being a black man in this world is so hard if you're doing all right. Make me understand. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all. I used to work out there in the world in corporate America, and I do remember the microaggressions and the way white people treat you in the workplace. I do. That's why I work for myself, so I cannot have a stroke, because I felt like I might have. Girl, I swear you don't realize how much you was putting yourself through some bullshit. But yes, pick a struggle. Yes. Pick a struggle. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Nick? We need you to pick a side. Okay? Because you can't want to be with a white woman and then tell a white woman that she don't understand your black man experience. Sir, if it mean that much to you. Bondy, what did they used to do? What do you mean what they used to do? I mean, they never acknowledged me in the things that I did. I believe I did 2 Emmy Award winning live shots for them, of which my name is not on, of which I never really got the just due for. I worked at a news station for 8 years and they passed me over to be promoted to full-time editor 3 times. But they gave me the hours because I was a good worker. Because I was dependable. They gave me the hours. I worked several different shifts. And then eventually, after being there for 7 years and working the morning show and helping not only to edit and shoot and do live shots for the morning show in New Orleans, I also help produce a lot of the segments that you don't get credit for producing, even though you're helping the producers produce it. Even though you're helping the talent produce the segment. Even though you're shooting for world famous, like you're shooting cooking shows on the news, cooking segments for world famous chefs on a daily and weekly basis. Never got the respect. Put me on the weekend shift. The weekend shift, which also for some reason was particularly melanated. And that's not to say there weren't a lot of Black people that worked there, but it was just funny that most of the people that worked on the weekend shift just so happened to be Black, and some of the people that were there for the longest. The weather woman, the editor, and also probably one of the, I'm editor and photographer, make you do more jobs. A white boy comes in from another news station, has not done as well work as you. He gets to pick his schedule. You wanted a different day. He gets to go to your boss, who you've been working for much longer, and request time. And his time gets approved. Yours does not. You want to ask me again? You want to ask me again? Oh, yeah, they were. They gave me a cake and everything. They made a big deal out of me leaving. After they tried to make me choose between this and that. So yeah. No. And let's not even talk about being sexually harassed during all of that. Because not only am I a Black person dealing with white people's microaggressions and them asking me, why do Black people get bothered by being called nigger? Not only am I dealing with that, but I'm also dealing with my male coworkers touching my ass every now and again. So yeah, no, I really don't want to hear from Black men about how hard it is for them. No, I don't. Not really. Deal with it, make your money, and get the fuck out. But do not make your partner responsible for what you have to go through while getting money. My daddy taught me a very valuable lesson in life. Use them, get what you can get, and get the fuck on. And that is what I did. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, listen. If they had not, and just know, like, throughout all of this time, like, I worked as a photographer in the news in New Orleans. I need y'all to understand that that's more stressful than working for the news in other spaces. We deal with a lot more natural disasters. We deal with a lot more crime. I had to shoot in the French Quarter a lot amongst drunk people. I've had to be out there at 3:00 in the morning on a dark ass street in the middle of the French Quarter shooting because, somebody got shot that night, or, all kind. I mean, listen, I'm just trying to tell y'all that I'm not, I don't look like what I've been through. How about that? That's what I'll say. Thank you, babe. Oh, this is good. You put a banana in this? That's good. Oh, girl, listen. I be walking around. As soon as I walk into this room, especially now that we, kind of made this room cute, he still has put my pictures on the wall. But I got my little plant. My little day bed is set up. You know what I'm saying? I got flowers on my desk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come in here and I just be like, thank you, God. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, daddy. Thank you, mom. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to my grandmother and my grandfather. Like, I am extremely grateful for my life, child. Okay. My friend was attacked outside the job. She was walking with coworker. They weren't attacked. Child. I will go to HR office, drive by. Girl, I used to be in the ladies' office all the time. But see, what happens is you don't really have HR in the building. You have them tell you that they're HR. So you can tell them your issues and then they tell them to the boss because they're really the assistant to the boss and the liaison to the HR. How about that? How about you can't even go to your HR and complain? Because when you go to your HR lady to complain, you'll end up being called into the office of the person that you complained about. So yeah, y'all. I don't want to hear. I really don't. I don't want to hear what you've been through. I don't. Like I really don't want to hear about how hard it was for you. Guess what? It's always hard. It's hard for everybody. It's especially hard for us as women. So do you think we give a fuck about how like I'm so tired of hearing, child in the 90s, there was I'm so tired of hearing this black man shit. Who said that, y'all? Who said that? Who said that? What movie was that? Anyway, oh Lord, y'all. Why y'all made me tell y'all all that? Anyway, so Antoine and Kaisha, girl. He feels like she was spoon fed. No, she had a nice upbringing. She had parents that cared about her. That's how her life was supposed to be. She's a white woman. I mean, everybody's life should be that way, but specifically in Black people society, no, that lady was supposed to grow up spoon fed. Absolutely. How else was she supposed to be fed? Okay, the fuck with her fingers? Get out of here. He says that she begs for attention and she's insecure. If she can change her insecurities, he can marry her. He tells her she's beautiful all the time. She said, I feel like if you're constantly telling me I'm insecure, telling somebody they're insecure when they have things to be insecure about is gaslighting. And also, Becky is her name. It's giving Becky. It's giving Becky for sure. You know, I don't know what he says. Was it tired of this black man shit? No, that was Jason's lyric. That was Jason's lyric. Because I'm hearing Jada Pinkett in my mind. Yeah, that was Jason's lyric. Tired of this black man. No, she said I'm tired of this ghetto shit. Ghetto shit. Same thing. Same thing. It's giving Sarah. It boasted his self-ego that he was able to get Becky. Oh, for sure. When she was like, he's a ladies' man, I was like, is he? He's a ladies' man? His cute little self. All right. He makes her feel small. Girl, you know why he make you feel small, right? He has to make you feel small so he could feel big. Because otherwise, how would he feel big? Look at him. Little bitty self. Okay. He wants a woman who will do for him more than he does for himself. You know, he said he was like a woman that cares for you more than you care for yourself. That's deep. And that's the characteristics that she lacks. You know why? Because she's a white woman. What you don't understand about white women don't do this bullshit. Like, y'all have to do long game. I'm going to tell y'all, white women can be pimped. That's what it is. Black women are taught from childhood to have that type of outlook on their relationships with their black men. Sacrifice yourself for them. Love them more than they love themselves. See in them what they don't see in themselves. Push, push, push. Help them do for themselves more than they want to help themselves. Like, that's what people tell black little girls in society. Like, that's how we're raised. White women aren't raised like that. So black men have to get with white women who are usually sometimes overweight or someone who is ostracized from their own community. So those women have deep insecurities as it is. And then you deepen the insecurity, deepen it so that you can control her. And then you can use her to help make yourself feel better, because not only are you a little black man, but you've now gained yourself a white woman. So this is to make you look better to the people outside. You see what I'm saying? But what they don't see is that, any good man should, if you look at the most powerful men in the world, their women are not weak. And when I say their women aren't weak, I mean their women aren't giving like their lives a back seat for their men. Do you think Michelle Obama decided not to become a lawyer because Barack Obama was her husband? No. Is Beyonce not Beyonce because she's with Jay-Z? What are you talking about? Jeff Bezos, before they got a divorce, that lady made money, which is why that lady got half of them billions. Men who really like are like at the top of the totem pole usually do not marry and secure life with weak women. So when you see a man that needs his wife to be weak in order for him to feel strong, know that that man ain't shit. Period. Okay? That's that. Any man that's standing beside a strong woman is a strong man. Know that. They're usually, y'all try to play men out when y'all see them standing next, especially the strong black woman. Strong black woman, oh, y'all try to make it seem those men usually have to be like the coolest of the cool dudes. Because lame niggas will try to make it seem like those men are weak because they allow their women to be, to be big, to have personalities and be full people. But the thing about it is what their men have figured out is that when I allow my wife to be her fullest self, she allows me to be my fullest self. And we, in fact, are two like boss ass individuals together. We benefit each other in a way that we would not. See, what men don't realize, a lot of these men don't realize is that once they allow themselves the energy to be with a woman that is not having to make herself small, they realize they don't have to carry as much of the weight. See, men who want to always, be in control of everything, those men usually break under the pressure at some point because nobody should be responsible for everybody all the time like that. Nobody, right? That's, to me, the point of the partnership is to make each other's lives easier. And in order for you to fully do that, you have to let the people be who they are as a person, meaning the woman has to have her own shit, her own aspirations, her own calling in life outside of y'all family shit, just like you do. Once y'all are allowed to do that together, can anybody really shit on Jay-Z and Beyonce, y'all? And I'm using them as an example because we are young black people, and for us, entertainment is life. So in Michelle and Barack, first black, first lady and president of this country. That lady was not sitting at home twiddling her fucking thumbs. That lady is also a very accomplished lawyer, to the point that people wanted her to run to be president after him. Honestly. See, black women be knowing too much they need their peace. They can't deal with that ignorant shit from them white people all day like presidents have to. But she would be Michelle Obama would have been an incredible president, y'all. Probably better than Barack. So the fact that, the men of the world that think they're doing something by being with weak women, you're weak. And that's why you need her not to know herself. Because that's the only way you can feel strong. If you strong with a strong woman, you that nigga. Like, that nigga. Everybody knows that. Okay. That's how I feel. She helped him lead the country. But guess what? She also had to be full Michelle, lawyer and everything, in order to even be able to handle that. I feel like the way it did. It just don't take no. You can't be no weak. You can't be no wee bit. You can't be no wee bit. Men get praised for doing bare minimum raising kids, while the women do what they do 10 times over. Plus, they bossed up as an individual. Exactly. Takes a lot more work. Yeah, she will. Michelle will rock this country in all the best ways. I think so. So when you see little men like Antoine, they think they're a big man. It's like, no, they're not, honey. And the fact that you think he is means that you're just enamored by his blackness. because I need to know what your father looks like in order for you to feel like Antoine is someone you should want to be with. That idea that she's supposed to want more for him than he wants for himself, like what the fuck is that shit? Like, I don't understand a man saying something like that. She, a woman that wants more for you than you want for your mama, nigga. Is that who you're talking about? Because a woman you put your penis in should not be doing more for you than you're doing for yourself, because you should be an adult. An adult should be doing more for themselves than they do for other people, and more so than people do for, like, that doesn't even make any sense for me, that she's supposed to do more for you than you do for yourself. That doesn't even make any sense to me. She's supposed to do for her, you're supposed to do for you, and then y'all are supposed to help each other. Like, that's how that's supposed to work. I don't know what y'all are doing. I don't know. I don't know. But it feels like in some way you're probably controlling this woman so you cannot have as much to do. He feels a man should lead and she should fall in line. The judge says, never in the Bible did they say a man should lead. They said a husband should lead a wife. That's more specific for you. Meaning that if you're not a husband, I don't have to follow you. So all y'all out there that think that y'all should just be following your boyfriend because he got a dick, yeah, no. That's not how any of that is supposed to go. But continue on, my girl. He cheated before. And then he does things like not answer his phone when she calls him several times. And then he'll answer like, oh, my phone was somewhere else. And I feel like that happens sometimes, because y'all, there are absolutely sometimes I have to keep my phone on silent because of how much my phone gets notifications. It would annoy the shit out of me. So usually my phone is just on vibrate. So if I get up and walk out of the room and go use the bathroom and don't bring it with me, or if I'm in the kitchen, or if I go outside to feed the dogs or whatever, I went to the mailbox. If I don't have the phone on me, then somebody might have called me 2-3 times and I would not see. And trust me, my mom will do that. So I feel like, that happens, but nobody around here takes it personal when it happens. Lyric has done that. I've done that when we called each other and we couldn't get to each other. Nobody's like, oh, you must be doing something. No, it's just me that I couldn't get to you, when you called. But I called back. I was going to see you, like, nigga, we live together. Like, so to me, the fact that it's an issue means that you're doing it to keep her insecure. You're doing it to keep her insecure, because if she's insecure, then she always feels like she needs to be desperate to keep you. And then she says he compares her to his ex-girlfriend. And so she's called dumb and stupid a lot. I was just like, girl, this needs to be over. This needs to be over. Judge notices that she doesn't have a voice. And then Judge sits down with them to have them fill out the paperwork. So we're going to see more from them next week. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on. Y'all, I'm gonna be late for weekends on. I'm sorry, but I went on tangents like I always do. I have got to stop doing that. All right, where is my marriage boot camp little thing? Where is it at? Okay, y'all. Yeah, that couple need to break up. That couple need to break up. It's a slow day on the phone, so I'm in here. All right. Listen, I'm happy that y'all are here. It's almost 500 of y'all in the room. Can y'all please do me a favor and like this video as we speed through marriage bootcamp? Okay. I'm so glad that you like my tangents. You love my tangents, Ashley. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because y'all know I be stressed out behind, did they like the content today? So y'all, let's get into marriage boot camp. It is lie detector test day, all right, which is always a stressful day in the marriage boot camp house, right? So K. Michelle and Caston argue about wanting her to have her pink llama and her 2 girls, and Caston wanting a son one day, and what their expectations of each other are. And is the relationship even real? Child, I don't care. This isn't something he's ever communicated, that he wants a son. So maybe they are getting somewhere because now he's feeling more free to communicate his feelings. I feel like Kim Michelle is probably not going to have any of this shit that she's talking about. And I feel like because if she really wanted it, she would have it already. I think it's a distraction. I think K Michelle needs to be in some type of extensive therapy because I think in order to protect herself, her mind sometimes goes to places of delusion. Delusion. Um, it doesn't matter like it doesn't matter, essentially what I think. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what I think. Like if she ends up having a baby, two girls and a llama, great for her. Okay, I want Kay to be happy, but ultimately, I feel like it's something she's focusing on, so she doesn't have to focus on the real problem. If that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I love y'all. Okay. I used to remove mine as emergency contact. She don't answer. That's so funny. You know what's so funny? My mama don't be answering all the time when I call her either. And I'm like, y'all don't blow your phone up. You know what I also don't like? When she calls me and I answer the phone and she don't never say, hey, how you doing? She don't never say that. She just goes straight to whatever she calling me about. She don't know, hey, what you doing? How you doing? Never how you doing. What you doing? Oh, well, I want you to be more involved in church. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I love my mom. So they had okay. This is the controversy of the episode. I told y'all last week that I felt like whatever jewelry Boo was looking for, it was her drugs. That's what I felt. I felt like it was her drugs. And so this episode is they're cleaning out the room so that they can set up the lie detector equipment in all of the bedrooms. They find a little baggie that had either meth or cocaine in it. Okay. Boo is outside the room. I need my jewelry box. If I need my jewelry box, if I would have known, I want it's my very expensive jewelry. I need it. Girl, ain't nobody worrying about no motherfucking jewelry in that house like that. So for you to be this worried, we already know what it is. She starts tripping down in the hallway. Dr. Ish and Judge were watching the whole time. So Dr. Ish had to go in there and test it out for himself. He was like, yeah, no, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Okay. It's drugs. Okay. And I'm wondering if it's meth. I was kind of looking at the texture of her skin. And I was kind of like, I was wondering, because some people have big pores anyway, but I noticed that people that use meth create kind of like huge pores and craters in their face that weren't there before. So that's why I was wondering about that. But outside of that, it probably was just cocaine. I hope it wasn't meth. It's just the way they look. They look like it probably was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't they give Trailer Park and Trailer Park gives meth? Whereas, if it were A1, I would think it was cocaine. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why, but it just, it feels different. I don't know. I could be wrong. It feels different. I don't know. Dr. Ish asked Emmett. Hold on. She doesn't know what that. Oh, yeah. They all sit. Not they all. Dr. Ish sits down with the two of them. And she was like, I don't know what that was. They searched me. I don't know what it is. It wasn't me. They're like, she just, she tweaking. She's talking fast, not completing her sentences. She's super duper nervous. Dr. Ish can tell she's embarrassed. Dr. Ish asks Emmett, who is silent the entire time she's talking, is there an issue in their personal life with drugs? And Gangsta Boo says, Dr. Ish, I came in here for help with me and him, not for none of this shit. Okay. And it's making me uncomfortable. And, I'm ready to go. And here's my thing. Why do you think that you can get counseling for marriage and not counseling for drug use? You do realize that a part of your problem, boo, is the fact that you be fucking tweaking when you start talking to him crazy? A part of your problem is that you are out of control of yourself because you're on drugs. You're not smoking weed. You're on a upper, which means you get heightened. You get heightened. And you act out of character. And you talk fast. And you get agitated quickly. The drugs are a part of the reason why you talk to Emmett like shit. It's a part of the reason why you handle him the way you handle him. If you weren't on drugs, you probably wouldn't be so paranoid and therefore always trying to cover him wherever he's going so you can make sure he isn't doing something that you don't want him to do. Lola, you're on drugs, my love. and they can't help your relationship if you want coke or meth. Like, they just can't, y'all. It's not weed. And that's why I tell y'all, I hate when people act like, weed is the same thing. And I know y'all think, it's because of what y'all feel like I'm into and all of that type of shit. I don't give a fuck about all that. Okay. At the end of the day, does it look like I'm selling anything? We're good. We're good. Like, yeah, no, it's not the same. It's not the same. This can't be helped if that's not addressed first. So I was just kind of like, I thought so. I didn't want it to be, but that's what it is. It's not surprising. It's really sad. I wish it wasn't like that. Because I really like both of them. I think both of them are really good people. And this is just, yeah, you could tell. I low-key feel like it's just her. Yeah, but I don't feel like that. I think he just has better control. I think some, like, men can control their habits a little bit better when they're in it too. And to me, that's what Emmett looks like. Emmett looked like somebody that might do it from time to time, but not nearly as much as she does. And he can control himself a little bit better. That's what it seems to me. When she and Emmett were in the bathroom, I heard those two strong sniffs. I knew, oh yeah, you heard at the beginning of the episode. Exactly. She acted like a user. Let me just say, I'm on Jersey. It's met. Jersey is met. Okay. Yeah, she needs a good strain. Greek diet and some exercise and yoga. Girl, she need detox. Yeah, I think she had a drug problem. I know Crunchy B Black has had a drug problem, and after their verses, she was pictured hanging out smoking weed allegedly with Crunchy Black. Ooh, okay. That's not good. Yeah, I thought it was A1 too. He may not be addicted. Yeah, that's why I think it might be coke, because I feel like meth is harder to have that kind of that party energy with. Like, you can kind of party on cocaine to me, whereas meth I feel like probably becomes more addictive quicker. I don't know. I don't do drugs like that, y'all. But it feels like Emmett equals recreational and Lola equals habitual. Yeah. But he also referred to them as tweakers. So that's why I'm not taking him out of the situation. Yeah, he wasn't reacting to her like normal. Ooh, you can't have one non-addict and one addict. He may be a function. That's what I'm saying. I think he's more functional. In the song Late Night Trip, Boo said she was going to call Chris to get some white stuff to go up in her nose. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, we know that's what they do. Yeah. Yeah, okay, it's definitely coke. All right. That's what I felt too. I've never heard, but it was just the to it. But I think it might probably be coke. I've never heard of a person turn into sex work because of weed. Neither have I. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say, man, for some weed. It's just never felt that way. You have to look at how she gaslit him with the "you don't believe me" and she's crying. She's the addict. Yeah, but I still feel like they both use. I just think he's, probably not on it the way she is. I knew something was off with her, the way she's been acting on a show, especially when she was asleep the first episode. She wasn't drunk. Oh, that's word on a curb in Memphis. It's powder. Okay, I'm more inclined to believe that. I agree. If they were tweak is for heroin or meth. Oh, he said tweakers have life living with a meth head. Oh Lord. I don't know, y'all. It's either or, but either way they gotta go. And she got upset with him and because you believe in them. It's like, girl, because Emmett was like, girl, we already know. Oh, okay. Yeah, he modifies with herb too, meaning that he smoke weed, he level out and come down, whereas she might still be up. Uh-huh. Juicy J said the reason 3-6 Mafia split was due to drugs, specifically meth, coke, and pills. Yeah. Tweakers are meth heads. That's the term. Yeah. Look, bitch, the gig is up. That's all we saying. It don't even matter. Like, the jig is up. Okay. Like, we didn't figure it out, girl. We didn't figure it out. Like, that's what she didn't understand in the moment. Like, No, now we're matching. Because remember, not Judge, Dr. Ish was already thinking that a while before. He was already like, I feel like something is going on, and I have my suspicions. Like maybe 1 or 2 episodes ago. Right. You can tweak on any drug. It's simply a bad high. Oh, okay. I've never heard of anybody say they're tweaking on weed, but always with the uppers. Um, or you got that itch with heroin, junkie itch. So I have had that itch. I ain't do heroin or nothing like that. But when you do the pain pills, when you do perks, make you itch. Um, Dr. Ish says they have to leave. He talks to Emmett alone and he says, "You already know what it is." And so Emmett just confirms it. Lola is still saying she didn't do anything. Emmett is like, "I know, Lola." She feels like he's making it seem true. It's like, girl, we already know it's true. The other house members feel away, but the rules are the rules. Y'all, I can't stand when people be like, "Why y'all, had to kick them out the house?" And Dr. Ish was like, "They got themselves kicked out the house." And I'm like, yes, you know what it is. Okay? Responsibility. It is sad. It is sad. And I hope that this makes her look at herself, but something tells me it's just gonna be what it is. Oh, E makes you itch too? Well, that's because E is a mix of all of it, from what I understand. Um, E is a mix of heroin and cocaine and some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why his family don't care for her. Probably. Not bone. Ain't that the one with the embalming fluid? No, no, no. Is that what embalming fluid? Y'all know they be doing all kind of shit that I'm glad. Ooh, now you don't act like that on E. Child, I had a friend that used to be on that shit back in the day, but that was back in the early 2000s. I don't know what they do now. I got perks for dental surgery and I hated the way it made me feel. Luckily, my brain chemistry doesn't like drugs. Yeah, no, because mine does. Yeah, no. Okay, mine does. So the perks were definitely like, oh, okay, I get this. I get why this is a thing. That shit washed over me. Like you ever, that's what I would equal it to. That's what it felt like to me. But I had surgery, so that's why I was on the perks. Just so we know, I had my gallbladder removed, and that's how I tried perks. But I remember it feeling like if your whole body is freezing cold and warm water cascades from your head all the way down to your feet and warms you, but like the buzzing that your body feels of relief with the warmness, that's what it felt like for me. Okay. So yeah, gotta stay away from those things. Gotta stay away from those things. My cousin told me a long time ago, don't try shit because you're gonna like it. So I have in fact not tried. Okay. Mm. Okay. All right. Child, we ain't here doing too much with the drug talk. Let's move on. So everyone has to take the test. K Michelle's question: will Caston propose to her before the end of 2022? Caston wants to know if she will still marry him if he doesn't want her fairy tale, two baby llama life. I don't believe anything that's going on with Caston and K Michelle. Mariah and Rich want to know if either one of them can be in a monogamous relationship. I feel like Mariah could. I don't think Rich could. Lyrica wants to know if A1 can be faithful, and A1 wants to know if she's still in love with him. I feel like she's absolutely still in love with him, and I don't think he can be faithful. K. Michelle says Caston wanted to get married in Vegas, but she wanted the big wedding. She knows he loves her. It's just the timing. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe anything going on with Caston and K. Michelle. I just don't, because I don't see it. Um, 3 of them failed the test. I believe the 3 that failed the test was A1, Rich, and probably K Michelle. But we'll see. Anyway, they have to spend the night in them stripper rooms, with the hall pass bullshit. I really want them to do something different than this because this was played. I think the women were more amused by their strippers than anything. The men, of course, were going to get enamored with ass. Caston started acting up for real because it was his birthday. So K Michelle was the first one to get bothered and walk out of the room. And I don't understand why you be bothered watching your man look at strippers if y'all go to the strip club. Like, what's the point of that? What's the point of that? Y'all know how I would never get mad at my man for making googly eyes at a stripper? That's what they do. I'm making googly eyes at the stripper. What are we talking about? If Lyrica doesn't love A1 anymore, I need to know why all the jealousy. Like, if you don't love the nigga no more, then please stop acting like you care. That will probably make him act right versus you constantly wanting to fight to make sure he wasn't talking to K Michelle without you and all of this crazy shit. And ever that cast that he kissed K Michelle on the cheek instead of no, I did not see it, but that does not surprise me. Yeah, K Michelle doesn't like men, so I don't understand why she's even there. I don't either. I say the same thing, you know, he should right. Offset and Cardi B. I saw their little video on Instagram. It was cute. Remind me of how I would be. And look, I used to go to strip clubs all the time. I miss it, but they not nice like that out here. So it was more so when I was in Atlanta. But I like strip clubs. I like watching pretty naked women dance. I do. So if I went to a strip club with my old man, it wouldn't bother me. So I don't know why women go to strip clubs with their old men and then be mad about it. Like, I don't know what that's about. Okay, Michelle, because you said y'all have done threesomes and somehow we're going to be mad about strippers. I don't know. Every time I see this picture of K Michelle, I barely know it's her because that don't look like her. I was watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta last night, the second season. And I was just kind of like, K Michelle, I don't even know why you felt the need to do anything to your face. Y'all really don't like having black girl noses. It's sad. K Michelle's words and actions don't match up. She says she don't like men yet want to marry one and want cast. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. Like, it's just all stupid. Anyway, y'all, Mariah getting upset. I was just kind of like, okay, Mariah, you another one that don't make sense to me. All right, fine. I'm with you, Bonnie. I love strip club, good drinks, hookah, and a good view. Come on. I don't like hookah, but all that other shit, yeah. K Michelle just not mentally well. That's my thing. That's my thing. Oh yeah, we are definitely ready for P Valley. Y'all see I'm gonna do a little video with Kamisha right after P Valley comes on. It comes on Friday. I think we're gonna be doing something that following week. So yeah. But anyway, y'all, that's all I got to say about this. Y'all know I'm gonna come right back for Weekends on OWN. So y'all please like the video and I will see y'all over there.